You could call it grilled cheese or a cheese toasty. No matter what you call it. I really wanted to make this super cheesy, but because I remembered having like lots of cheese, but I used a lot of it the other day, which I've forgotten about. So, but yeah, I mean that's thick enough in it. There's the cheese. Look, ooh, yummy. Yeah. So now, as you can hear, oh, it's raining. It's a cold, rainy night, so I thought I would mix together in a bucket, an eating and a creepy story, because I heard a brilliant one the other day. But first, let's put this in the old soup. Oh, look at this. That is so good. Also, guys, I am going to be doing some videos soon, sort of talking about my REM state game, and also I've got some good news. Is I'm recording a new album. I'm going to record a new album, but it's not going to be like anything I've ever done before. So this new album is going to be very, very strange. I've been thinking of titles for it, and one come up as Caught Up in Your Coma. That gives you an idea of what it's going to be like. It's going to be very weird, but hopefully very weird and wonderful. Yeah, so that's coming up too, guys. I mean, I don't know when the album will be. It could be months and months and months. It takes a lot of work, and I've also got to have to find the time. Oh, look at this though. Look with the lovely cheese. But anyway, let's talk about this story. There's this guy who meets this woman. Let's say his name is Johnny. Johnny meets this woman called Jennifer. Let's call her that. And they fall in love, and they ended up getting married. So they got married, and he became a very successful person. I can't remember what he did. I think he worked for a publishing company or something like that. Anyway, he worked for this big firm anyway, and as I said, they were very happily married. But oh, that is so nice. After about 3 or 4 years, he needed a new secretary. So he had this new secretary who was very, very attractive. wish you could taste this. Here, have a little bite. So anyway, they started eventually having an affair. So he would take her to hotels and things like that. Behind his wife's back, Jennifer. So, anyway, one day they decided to go back to his house. He'd bought this big house, and in the garden, the front garden, when he and Jennifer first moved in, he'd carved this big love heart and put Jay loves Jay, carved that into the tree. Anyway, he took her back to this house one day, and what had happened was Jennifer had forgotten some paperwork or something that she needed for her job, so she went back home to get it. So she's come home and she could hear all this canoodling going on in the bedroom. So she's opened the door, and sure enough, they're both canoodling in the bed, in her bed. So she gets really angry, Jennifer. She goes to the drawer, and in the drawer is a gun. She picks up the gun and she aims it at Johnny. Johnny quickly jumps out of bed and says, "Look, please don't do anything silly now." She goes, "How can you do this to me? How can you do this to me?" So anyway, Johnny jumps on her, starts struggling with the gun, and bang, it goes off, shooting Jennifer dead. Well, the police come and everything was all explained, and it was all a struggle with the gun, and Johnny ended up getting off. And now with Jennifer, out of the way, he is now seeing the secretary. We'll call her Cindy. So he's now seeing Cindy, the secretary, and eventually he says, "Look, would you like to move in with me and, come and live with me properly, So Cindy says, "Yeah, that would be great." So one weekend, Johnny's out the front garden cutting his lawn. However, across the street, was Jennifer's sister. Jennifer's sister had come for revenge. She had a gun. She's aimed it at Johnny. Now Johnny's got headphones on and he's mowing the lawn. Jennifer's sister fires the gun at him. Completely misses. It hits the tree. All of a sudden, all dogs start barking and everything, so she quickly jumps in her car, speeds off. Johnny has no idea that she'd even done it. One thing I want to do. Oh, this looks good though. Hang on. A little bit of slurping. You must have that. So she's gone. A couple months later, again at the weekend, Johnny's with Cindy, and they have a big hug in the garden. Cindy looks over at the tree and she goes, "I really hate that tree." She goes, "Johnny," she goes, "and it's got that big art carved into it, and Jay loves Jay." She went, "Please, honey, can you cut it down?" So Johnny says, "Sure, honey," he says, "I'll cut it down tomorrow." So the next day, he comes out with a chainsaw. Starts the chainsaw and proceeds to start cutting into the tree. Cindy comes out to see how he's getting on. She goes, "How's it going, honey?" He goes, "Oh yes, all good." And he's still cutting into the tree. All of a sudden, boom! Johnny falls down, collapses on the floor. Blood in his chest. So Cindy rushes up to him and goes, "Johnny, Johnny, are you okay?" And Johnny's just sitting there gurgling on the floor, on the grass. So she quickly calls an ambulance for Johnny. The ambulance comes. They take Johnny to the hospital. Your hospital. They get there, X-ray him. Johnny's got a bullet in his heart. They try to remove the bullet, but Johnny dies. It was the bullet from the tree. While he was cutting it, dislodged the bullet, and the bullet ricocheted into his chest. apparently it's a true story too. If not, it's a good one. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I'm going out tonight. Well, today. Tomorrow. No, tonight. Yeah, because it's night time now, isn't it? And raining, remember? I'm going to see a Napoleon with Travis Lazons. We was watching a documentary last night about Ridley Scott. She was saying, oh, has he done anything new? And I said, yeah, he's just done Napoleon. So she said, when's it out? I checked, so she checked, and it's out now. So I said, why do you want to see it? And she said, yeah, so we've booked that, we're going to see that tonight. So it's been great to see you guys. I will